Hi everyone. Remember the movie Top Gun? And suddenly your heart said, yes, I want to become a pilot. Remember those days? And yes, how can you forget Tailspin, Baloo, Sea Duck, right? And suddenly, as you started thinking, yes, I want to become a pilot. On the other hand, you also felt, where do I get this information? How do I do it? How can I become a pilot? Am I good enough? Where do I get the information? What do I do? Don't worry about all of that. Because I, Dennis Almeida, having almost about 14 years of experience in the aviation industry, I'm here to sit and tell you every single detail on how to become a pilot. And not only how to become a pilot, but also the other aspects of the aviation industry. Okay. Let me just go ahead and introduce myself to you first. My name is Dennis Almeida, and I've got almost 14, 15 years of experience in aviation industry. Apart from that, in the aviation industry, what all I have done is literally everything. Okay. um, Other than the finance and the cabin crew, I've worked in all allocations of the airport. Let it be right from reservations to check-in counters to boarding gate, the ramp, the BMA, BBA, every single allocation in the airport, including flight dispatch and flight operations. Okay, so in case you're wanting to be a pilot, I'm here to tell you every single thing on how to become a pilot. And in case not a pilot, also I will be covering the ground staff aspects, so that in case you're unable to become a pilot and you still have the passion to become to get into the aviation industry, you can get into the ground staff aspect as well. Now, many of them want to become pilots these days. Okay, some of them want to become pilots for their glamour. Okay, for the glamorous part of the aviation industry. Some of them have the passion. Some of them, they don't know what to do. They just want to become pilots. No reasons at all. Okay, so all there are many people having many reasons, but let me tell you this. uh, in case you are wanting to become a pilot, please, it's my humble request to you, become a pilot in case you are serious in life, because this is an unforgiving industry. Okay, becoming a pilot is no joke. It's got you got to put in a lot of hard work, a lot of passion, and you got to be serious. Okay, because you're dealing with lives from one place to another. You're transporting not only people, but also very, very important cargo such as medications and so on and so forth. Okay, so in case the first requirement I would request you people to have is the seriousness. If in case you're serious in your life, in your career, only then go ahead to come forward to become pilots. But in case you're not serious, please move on to other field. This field is not for you. Okay, having said that, let me also tell you, I to give you a small to give you just another brief of myself. I too am an aspiring pilot. Okay, since I've got almost over a decade and a half years of experience in the aviation industry, I'm also an aspiring pilot. Okay, what I mean to say by aspiring is I have cleared my DGCA papers. In fact, I've re-cleared them because my papers lapsed and I have to re-clear some of them. So I've re-cleared. I'm yet to complete another paper. Okay, and apart from that, I just have flying left, a little bit of flying of mine left. So I do understand the hardships that people go through with respect to arranging the funds, getting the information and all of that in order to become pilots. Most of them, they want to become pilots, and then they say, how do I get the information? They don't get the credible source. They see YouTube videos like mine, but some of them have some missing content. Okay, for example, they do not know whom to contact with respect to writing the exams, how to go about it. So they just end up in the flying school, right? And then the flying school goes ahead and gets them absorbed. They pay the admission fee, join the flying school. Later on, they get to know, oh, I do not qualify for this. I am down for some particular reason. My education is short. My I don't have clear medicals. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have funding. So don't worry about all of that. Let me give you a step by step information on how to become a pilot. Not only how to become a pilot, as I said, you can also discover the other aspects of the aviation industry. However, what I will not be covering is how to become a cabin crew, okay? Or because that is not my expertise, right? I have never dealt with the cabin crew aspect, so I will not give you any kind of information. Excuse me, but I'll give you all the other information about it. Okay, so having said that, your first and foremost criteria is your seriousness. Okay, so in case you're serious, please go ahead and watch this video. In case you just want to do it for the glamour part of the industry, please help yourself out from this video, and please join some other industry as such. Okay, having said that, let me just also tell you what are the prerequisites on becoming a pilot. Okay, firstly, you have different stages of becoming a pilot. The first stage is your SPL, that is your student pilot license. Next is the PPL, which is your private pilot license, and the third one will be your CPL, that is a commercial pilot license, and fourth is the ATPL, which is airline transport pilot license. Now all these are the initial stages, okay, on how to become a pilot. Now uh, I will not restrict myself to this one particular video, but I'll be making a series of videos and covering each and every single minute detail that you need to know on how to become a pilot, so that you can go ahead, become a good quality and efficient pilot. Okay. Now, for SPL, your age criteria, that is your student pilot license, you will have to attain age of 16, and you'll have to have your 10th. Okay, that's your board exams. You'll have to clear your board exam, and you'll have to be 16 years of age. For the private pilot license, that is the PPL, you'll have to be 17 yeah, 17, and also your 10th is a very much necessity as well. Now, in order to become a CPL, commercial pilot license holder, you will need to attain the age of 18 with plus 2, that is 10 plus 2 maths and physics. This is a very, very important thing, that you need to have your 10 plus 2 maths and physics as your subjects. In case you are a non-science background, then and you still want to become a pilot, probably you can go ahead and register yourself to one of the universities and get your 10 plus 2 maths and physics done. Okay, 10 plus 2 science, that is. Now, why is it important to have science as your background? It is very important because you need to know a lot of aerodynamics and lots of aspects about the weather, about the engines, about so many other things. Okay, that is why it is very, very important to have science as your background. Not only for pilots, but science is a basic background that you will need to have in order to get into, if not the flying, into the dispatch and the flight operations team. Okay, so these are some of the main and the core departments where science is an utmost importance. So in case you do not have your 10 plus 2 science, go ahead, sign up for one of the universities, do your plus 2, and you can come back. All right. Having said that, In order to become a commercial pilot, moving on from the private pilot license stage, you have your commercial pilot license stage, which will be almost close to becoming a pilot as such. You will need to attain the age of 18, and again 10 plus 2 maths and physics, which is a very very important thing. Okay, after which will be your ATPL, that is your airline transport pilot license. Okay, which for which you will need to have an age of you'll have to attain the age of 21, and you'll have to clear your ATPL exams. Regarding the exams and all, let's get to it a little bit later. What I will also do for you is I will cover in detail in the following videos every single step on the SPL, the PPL, the CPL, and the ATPL stages. What stage you need to have, what kind of documentations, what are the prerequisites, and every single detail will be given to you in the specific videos as such. Okay. Having said that, let me just pause for a moment because I need to show you people something. So just give me a minute here. Yep. Right. Thank you very much for your patience, guys. So I've seen many of them, okay, who go ahead and say, I want to become a pilot, and then just jump into a flying school. They find out a little bit of prerequisites, go and jump into the flying school, and they pay the admission fee, and then later get to know that, oh, I have shortfall with some documentations and some, medicals and all of that. And they feel disheartened because they have to drop out from it. In order to avoid that disappointment, the first and the foremost thing, in case you have your 10 plus 2 science, the first thing that you need to have is your medicals. Okay, that's your prerequisite in order to go ahead and become a pilot as such. All right, now what is this medicals, where do you have to do it, what you have to do, whom you have to approach, everything I will every detail will be given to you in the next video, which I'll be doing on medicals. Okay, pilot medicals as such, every single information will be covered in that. You do not worry about it. Okay, that is the main important thing, because let me be very frank. Okay, let's all be frank to each other. We could be physically fit, okay, 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 mouth, one nose, every single thing. Physically we could be absolutely fit, but then what goes inside is what is very very important. Okay, like our blood flow, our urine flow, our our hernia, so on and so forth, our eyesight, our ears, okay, our hearing capacity, every single detail counts. Okay, our breath, how much of air our lungs is able to carry. Okay, what is the capacity of our lungs. So all of this comes into play in order to become a pilot. All right, so as I told you, every single detail on the medicals, whom you have to contact, what are the stages, how to go about it, what to do and what not to do, will be given in my next video on medicals. So that will be next my next video as such. So go ahead, subscribe to my channel. Okay, hit the notification icon, and in case you really like this video, also hit the like button. All right, so please subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so that you can get all the latest information that I go ahead and give. Now, moving forward, after the medical stage, okay, you have cleared your medicals. Now what do? Okay, next what you need to get is your pilot computer number. Okay, your pilot computer number is nothing but a number which will be allocated to you by the competent authority, and this pilot computer number will be with you for the rest of your life. Okay, as long as you are a pilot, you will have this computer number as well. Now, details on how to get the computer number, whom do you have to contact, what is the paperwork, everything will be followed by after the video on medicals. So after medicals, I'll be doing a detailed video on pilot computer number. Now, what else does the pilot computer number help you with? Okay, is that it? Just the medicals and pilot computer number, and I become a pilot? I'm sorry, it's not that easy. What you need to do is lots and lots of hard studies. Okay, yes, studies is very, very important. Okay, and the exams have a very, very high cutoff percentage as well. Some of them drop out because they're not able to make the cutoff percentage. Okay, it is really rare. Sorry, it is really, really difficult in order to crack these exams. Okay, but it is not nearly impossible. Put in your hard work and you'll be able to qualify. Okay, so as I told you, you will be able to write your exams. You'll have to put in your studies and apply for exams through your pilot computer number. And with your pilot computer number, as and when you the exams come in, you can go ahead and write them and clear, and you can start flying. What you can do is, after you get your medicals done, in case you've cleared your medicals, you can either directly apply for your pilot computer number, or you can go ahead, join a flying school, and with their help you can get your pilot computer number. Okay, as I told you, more details will be given in my following videos. Having said that, apart as I told you, the pilot computer number is very, very important. Okay, why is it important? As I told you, it is your personal number. Excuse me, I'm sorry about it. As I told you, it is a number which will be designated to you by the DGCA. Okay, that is the Directorate General of Civil Aviation. This pilot computer number will be allocated to you by the DGCA. Now, as and when the exams come in, you'll have to apply for the exams. What is the procedure? I'll be telling it to you later. Okay, so you can go ahead, apply for the exams and write the papers. At this point of time, let me inform you that there are two basic competent authorities, okay, competent authorities who go ahead and help you with your exams and everything. They are the ones who oversee your performance and your performance, not only the examinations but also in the future. Now, who are these two competent authorities? The first competent authority is the DGCA, that is the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, with whom through whom you will be getting your pilot computer number. Through the pilot computer number, you'll have to apply for your DGCA exams. The DGCA exams are in numerous ones, but the basic 5 exams that you will need to clear is your air navigation, your air regulations, meteorology, technical general, and technical specific. These are the basic 5 papers that the DGCA will conduct. Apart from this, there are other technical papers like performance and all of that we will cover in the later videos. Okay, so DGCA conducts these basic 5 papers and other papers as well. So in order to become a pilot, in order to get your CPL, you need to clear these 5 basic papers. Now, the next competent authority is the WPC, which goes ahead, the full form of WPC is Wireless Planning and Coordination. WPC is the agency or the competent authority which will conduct your RTRA exam, which is your radio telephony restricted for aeromobile. Okay, so what I mean to say is, you can only use this license for aircrafts and ground. You will not be able to use this license for maritime purpose because they have their own separate procedures and their own separate examinations conducted by the DGCA. So let's not get into that. Let's keep it aside. So as I was telling you, the WPC will conduct the RTRA exam. They also go ahead and oversee your FRTOL, that is your Flight Radio Telephony License. Let me tell you at this point of time that your FRTOL, okay, is issued by WPC through your flying school. Now, what I mean to say is, let me just give you a brief detail on it. Once you join your flying school, okay, they go ahead and give you certain days of training, whatever training is required. After the training, they will give you a question paper which you'll have to answer. Along with the question paper along with the question paper and the answer paper of yours, along with your documentations, they would be sending all of these to the WPC. In a month or two, the WPC will then go ahead and issue your FRTOL, which will be sent to your flying school, and your flying school will hand it over to you, which is very, very important. Okay, so FRTOL and RTR are taken care by the WPC. Let me also tell you that there is another third exam that you will need to clear, which is your ELP, okay, which is your English language proficiency. Okay, now at this point of time, let me tell you that at this specific point of time, there are three agencies that conduct the ELP exams. Firstly, the English language proficiency, you'll have to go through any of one of these agencies. They will give you a certain days of training, probably 10 or 15 days of training, after which you will have to give a oral exam. Okay. At this point of time, it is restricted to orals itself. So you'll have various rounds in that. I think, I'm not very sure. I'll give you a brief detail on it a little bit later in the upcoming videos as such. So when you go ahead and clear these oral exams, the agency will then give you your results. Along after you've completed your CPL, okay, that is your all your papers and your flying requirements, you can go ahead, take your ELP result along with all your other results, your logbook and everything, and the documentation to be forwarded to the DGCA. The DGCA will oversee your ELP and your other documentations, and based on that you will get your commercial pilot license. So these are the basic steps, okay, in order to become a pilot. Now, as I told you, a complete and a brief, in fact absolutely in detail steps on every single thing, every single stage will be given to you in the following videos, which is how to choose your flying schools, where do you go for your medicals, what kind of documentation you require. Every single thing, okay, will be covered in the following videos. So yeah, pretty much I've covered everything. Let me also tell you that me and my team will be conducting the classes as well for all these papers, okay, navigation, regulations, meteorology, and technical general. Technical specific we will not be covering. That's because it's basically on a specific type of aircraft. So depending on what type of aircraft you're going to fly, that the flying school can go ahead and train you on that. Okay, they will be conducting the classes and giving you the notes. However, me and my team will be taking classes for these four subjects, including the RTR as well. Okay, so in case you're interested, in case you are the DGCA exams and the WPC exam will be coming very soon. Okay, because of the lockdown, they have postponed it. So probably in the month of May or in the month of June, the exams could be held. Whoever are eligible to write the exams, and whoever are willing to write their exams, and if you're willing to get classes, okay, to get training from us, you can surely go ahead and contact us. Any doubts, any clarifications, you can contact us directly over my mobile phone, that is 9986333731. Okay, that's my personal contact number. In case you have any more doubts, any more clarifications, you can go ahead and either email me, okay, on I'll give you my email address in the next video. You can contact me directly on my phone number, or you can go ahead and put in your comments as well. Apart from that, in any doubts, any clarifications, you can wait for the following videos as well. In case you're interested in in attending to our lectures, you can contact us on my mobile number, and you can sign up. The fees will not be very high. It will be pretty nominal at this point of time as such. And let me tell you that I personally will be taking care of air regulations. So anyone who is interested in going ahead and getting trained on air regulations, or any other subject, you can contact me on my mobile number, and we'll see on how to go about it. Whether if the lockdown extends, then we may have to do it online, or in case it gets the lockdown is cut off and we can freely move in our normal life, you can probably come down to our classes personally, and we'll train you on that. Okay, having said that, stay safe. Okay, don't forget your mask and your hand sanitizers. Stay at home, stay safe, at least until the lockdown. Okay, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. In fact, our channel, I'm sorry. Okay, don't go ahead and sorry, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. In case you like this video, go ahead and click the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon, so that you can get all the latest information. All right, until the next video on medicals, I'll see you then. Okay, take care. Bye bye.